Hello, hello, yo, yo, hey guys. We'll wait for a few people to jump on. Just finishing up a few things this lovely Wednesday evening. What's up, Carolina catchers? All right, so I want to do just some open topics. We're going to talk a little bit about springtime bass fishing. I've been getting a bunch of gear ready to hit the water next week, which is going to be awesome. But I want to discuss a couple things. I want to talk about my logo. I want to get your guys' feedback on my logo because we're going to do a couple specific things moving forward. And I want to make sure that's right. So I'm going to need some input for you guys. M. Jones, yo, yo. Then we're going to talk about, I want to do a little teaser. I got a video coming up. I got to check my calendar here. When is that coming? If it's the 27th, bear with me. Oh, yes. So Friday, we're going to be sharing with you guys the Ike Live after party, after classic party, which is pretty cool, that video. But I got a little teaser for you. And actually, Ike grabbed a bunch of my footage from that party, and he already put it out today. So you might want to head over to Ike and Nellie's channel after this broadcast and take a little look at it. It's basically, he used the same, long story short, they didn't get enough footage. So they grabbed some of mine since I was the dude with the camera all night. And it looks pretty cool. It turned out real good. There it is, M. Jones, super chat. Hey, guys. Oh, there's the winner from last week. So I talked to Ryan today. I got your guys' information for the True Bass Swim Bait contest. So he's going to try to take care of that. He's actually out on Grand Lake right now. I think their tournament starts tomorrow, the FLW tournament. So, of course, I wanted to talk about that, about the Ike Live party. Then we're going to talk about lampreys. Yes, I caught a lamprey on the Tennessee River. Did I take a bite out of it? I don't know. We're going to find out. Why wouldn't you? So let's do the intro and let's kick some things off here. All right, so if you guys have any questions, we're going to do open topic as well tonight. I'll tell you what, I'm getting super excited. So I finally am going to be able to get out and go fishing next week, it looks like. The Chesapeake Bay is starting to heat up for me. Based on the reports, it's starting to heat up. But then we had a lot of rain last week. Muddied up the water, some cold water. So we're going to have some issues. But I spent most of the day getting everything ready to go. And I think I'm set. I'm kind of doing things a little bit differently this year because I carry so much tackle, so much gear, that I decided to, I actually got all my lipless crankbaits, all my crankbaits except my flat sides. So I'm still going to have to carry my flat side box out there with me, right? Especially right now while the water's still a little bit colder. But I fit everything. Oh, the light went off. Come on. Oh, man, motion. Here we go. We're good for another 8 minutes. So I got every crankbait that I'm going to be using on the upper bay right here for the most part. Of course, I got my backups, right? So all the traps are right here. But I can't, literally, if I was to take all these boxes, it just gets to be too much. And especially when I'm guiding and whatnot, it's just a lot of stuff. And so I just figured if I get low, I'll be able to replenish. And I was able to get everything into this little Bass Mafia box. All the crazy colors. And we can talk about that. We can certainly talk about that. So yeah, the Z-Man, the TRD Cross Z, we got a question about that. I do have that on my starting lineup. I think it's going to be awesome. I really like that new bang stick as well, guys. I got one right here. This little bank stick, Tackle Crush Tuesday. I'm not sure when this is going to go out. It might go out next week. But I actually talked with the guys down at the Classic about the bang stick and as well as the Nico weights that they came out with. And it's a really cool setup here. I'm super excited to use that. So I actually have that tied on as well. Crazy. We got Epic Eric. Got Epic Eric in the comments section. Man, Eric, you did well today. You made it on Mike Ike and Ellie's YouTube channel today. You're doing something right. What a blast. I'm actually going to throw a teaser. Why don't we do that real quick? Let's watch the teaser because I don't want to go too long, guys. I want to do about 8:30 on this one tonight. But let's see here. Let me see if I can cue this up.
I don't know where I'm staying. I'm trying to get home. Nobody wants to help me.
All right, there you guys go. A little preview of what's to come this Friday. We're going to put that video out. But if you want to watch the whole thing after this, Ike just put it on his channel as well. So let's answer some questions. So yeah, I guess a lot of questions with the new bang stick. Wacky rig those, absolutely. In fact, you know what? Why don't bear with me, guys. Let me go grab it off the rod and show you how I have this rigged up right now. Oh, where are you? There it is, the bang stick. Do, 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 do. Hey guys. Hey Eric, how are you? All right, so all right, here we go. So this is the bang stick Nico rig type of deal. And again, I'm going to put out a pretty good detailed video on this. But I'm using the O-ring to attach it. We got the new Z-Man weight inserted in the head there. And I can't really... I wonder if I can take this camera real quick, share with you guys what it looks like in the tank. There's not a lot of good lighting here. I do want to show. I want to show you because I think you'll get pretty excited about what it looks like in there. I wasn't planning. Impromptu here. Let's see if I can get that in there. Oh yeah, I gotta show you it because it looks so good. Let me get this light out of the way. Oh man. Someday I'll have a real studio with plenty of room to move around. All right, let me take this camera here. Oop, here we go. All right, so there you guys see it in the aquarium. Let me get closer. Okay, look at that. Huh? Is that not going to put some fish in the boat? I don't know. I think so. Would you bite that? I'm just saying. All right, put that back. Yeah, I would bite that for sure. Oh, let's answer a few questions here. Was it tough? No. So this weight system it was made by Z-Man. I put them all away already in my tackle box, but you had to apply some pressure and you have to work the plastic up above it. But it really wasn't hard. And guess what? It's not coming out. That's not coming out of there. And I'm hoping because I use the plastic O-ring that I'll be able to keep those fish or keep the bait hooked up for more than one fish. But definitely excited to use that. Yeah, so question, do you like the medium light for dropping the fish? So I use a medium light Legend St. Croix Extreme when I'm dropping straight down on them, when I'm over deep water fishing for smallmouth. If I'm casting, I prefer that medium. If I'm making casts or if I'm fishing for largemouth, I'll use that medium St. Croix. What do you guys think about that bang stick? Some pretty cool colors. This color here is Mood Ring. So I got the black and blue, the green pumpkin. I think they make it in the Morning Dawn color as well. I didn't get those. I have them ordered. I have those coming. Let's see here. Can't talk about that bait yet. But no, it's going to be definitely a good bait. And that Z-Man TRD, I have that rigged up, the big TRD. Like I said, I'm gonna get the boat ready this Friday. Show you another. I want to show you guys something really cool that I just got in the mail. Hold on. I'm actually going to be doing a video about this. Oh, we got the comments coming quick. So no, the O-rings are just some O-rings I've had, and they seem to work well with that bait. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be throwing it in cold water for sure. Favorite smallmouth technique, drop shotting. Yeah, so it's just a bigger version of the hula stick, really, is all that is. What direction do you put the hook? So, let me find it. It's probably backwards. Yeah, so you want to... So Eric actually experimented with this bait, I believe. He was talking to me over the phone. He had some issues with the hookup ratio. So we have to make sure that that hook's going to be the right direction based on, the way that bait's falling. So you're going to actually want it like that, if that makes sense. Let's see here. What's up, Brandon? So Eric, you can answer that one since you're the king of the balsa baits. But I want to share with you guys. So this year I'm planning on doing a lot more live on the water videos. And I also, of course, want to continue doing a lot of camera, with the YouTube channel, regular videos. So I invested in a couple different products from Ram Mount that we're going to be putting on the boat. And I'm actually going to do a full-length video on this. But in case you guys want to, a lot of you guys that fish have perhaps some sponsor obligations, or you like the video, or you want to do your own YouTube, do your own social media thing, this little device here is going to come in handy. So I use that snake. I don't have it around here for my GoPro cameras. And I was real nervous about having my phone because I want to do a lot of live, but a lot of times I run and gun and stuff like that. So we're going to be bolting this onto the boat, the console, and this is their snake. It's actually, if you look, it takes some pressure to move that. So I can position that camera in place, and it's not going to, with the wind and stuff like that, a lot of times with my GoPro mount, it would just flip down when I'm running. And so this is going to keep things in place. I got two. I'll have one for my GoPro and one for my phone, so I can do a lot more live. I think this is going to be a really cool little deal moving forward. So I'm excited to get that on the boat. But I got to make sure the batteries are working, everything's set. And then I'm going to try to get out this weekend as well as the rest of the week, because next week, Saturday, me and Brian the Carpenter have the tournament on the Chesapeake. So we got to get dialed in, but it shouldn't be that hard. They're going to be in some pretty easy spots this time of year. And as long as that water stays fairly, hopefully it's going to clear up. We had so much rain last year. I'm just sick. I was hoping that this spring wasn't going to be that way. And, it's been a cold year, really. It's finally, I think once this temperature change happens, I mean, it's going to be quick here. We're going to be in 70s and 80s next month, and you know the fish are going to really start to cooperate. Appreciate the comments, guys. Let's talk about. God, there's so much we can. I want to answer all these questions. Let's go in quick here. It sure does get expensive. I want to talk to you guys about my logo. So here's what I'm doing. Let me bring this up if I can. All right. So we got my smallmouth crush logo. It's the one I've been rolling with for quite a while. My plan is to start introducing a lineup of clothing, merchandise to sell to help support the channel. I know a lot of you guys, I did a Facebook test with this and got a lot of good response, and I think it's a good thing. It's going to be all high quality stuff. So I wanted to do this, and when I started looking into it, you know, you can get by pretty cheap and get some clothes, some hoodies, some hats, but after looking at it, there's that light goes off again. After looking at it, I realized I want to do more of a higher end type of clothes, hoodies, hats, whatever. And so I want to know what you guys think about the logo. I love the logo, okay? I did not come up with this logo. I went on Fiverr.com, and some dude in Africa or wherever he's from, Zimbabwe or China, basically for $5 they create, well, it's sometimes a little bit more, but they create a logo, and that was one of them that came back with. And I like it because it's like smallmouth crush. You know, you're crushing smallmouth, or do you have a crush on a, you know, are you in love with bass fishing and smallmouth fishing? So the heart, you know, I think for some of the merchandise, I want to do just a straight kind of cool text as well. So I'm going to go and source that out on Fiverr, but I just want to get your guys' thoughts on that logo as I read some of these comments. Oh man, let's see here. Where's the comments on the logo? Do you guys dig it? I do want to show you my phone holder as well for that, because I do have a question there. Buffs for sure. And I got to look into all that. Definitely have to look into all that. And I should have showed you guys when I was doing this mount. So this here RAM mount, so this is the holder for my iPhone, whatever this is, the 10, the big one. And it holds it fine. Holds it in place, and it has this mesh back here to make it sure it doesn't come off when I'm running. But yeah, all I'll do is use that RAM mount right there. That'll hold your phone in place. So very cool little system here. I'm really excited about that. It took me a while, man. I did a lot of investigating because just things weren't right. I'm always adjusting that camera. It's always falling over, and believe it or not, RAM mount, they got a lot of stuff for everything, man. I'm surprised. That company has, like, if you drive a forklift and you need a computer or an iPad on it, it has that for that application. I mean, it's crazy. Oh, let's see. All right, so you guys are digging the logo. Needs to look like a smallmouth. Does it look like a smallmouth? I don't know. Kinda. It is kind of generic. Natural color, sure. I think for some of it, for like a hat, you know, I could have that logo with the red. So I have not fished the Chesapeake lately, guys. I will be. I certainly will be. Plan to become pro again? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm digging the YouTube deal and just fun fishing and fishing local tournaments. I don't know. That's a tough question. It gets very expensive. Put some color to the fish. We'll try. What else did we want to go over? It's 8:20 because I want to wrap this up fairly quick. But I can't wait. So, as I was talking to Eric earlier today, and he got his stuff. He got his Yeti mic. The mic came in. His camera's all set. But he's like, dude, I don't have any space on my tackle workbench full of baits. And so the trial run isn't going to happen this week. It might happen next week, hopefully. There you go. Yeah, if you guys, I had known nothing about graphic design. If you can come up with a cool logo, listen, maybe that Smallmouth Crush logo is something that I use as a staple for the channel, but perhaps for a hat or, piece of clothing, like a patch type of hat with just, Smallmouth Crush in a weird font that looks cool. I'm open to ideas. I really am. Then I probably need a tagline. Giving a little love to the smallmouth bass. I don't know. Let's see. You guys want to... Let me share with you guys this. This is kind of fun. Spontaneous. I'm going to share this video with you before we wrap things up. Don't judge me on it. I was just having fun.
Let's take him up. No, low him. Let me grab his head.
This.
You won't bite it, will you?
Huh?
You won't bite it.
Why not?
You won't bite it.
You don't think so?
I don't think you will.
Why?
You might get some bad disease.
Really?
I don't know. It's probably not a good idea.
Why? Will you hurt me?
I don't know. Doesn't seem like anything good can come of it. Travis, no.
Oh man, that is nasty. That tastes nasty. That's nasty, dude. Oh my god.
Oh my God, Travis.
Don't do that at home.
Weird taste.
What was it like? What would you describe it as?
I never tasted them like it. Like a snake. Like a grass snake. How you can smell it.
Yeah.
Those things. That's what it tasted like. That smell.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's some kind of fucking crazy, you know that?
It's trying to make it funny.
I said anything because I saw you bite the head off that check.
Yeah, and it gave me an idea. I thought, you know what, that would be cool. I never bit into a lamprey before.
Oh, man. Come on back. There we go. A little lamprey action. That was nasty. So I don't know what I was thinking. I like to bite things. We all know that. What's up, Russ? How are you guys? 3 smashers. Jimmy Big Time. I don't know if Jimmy Big Time's part of the smallmouth clique, smallmouth crush clique, man. He's kind of like, he's something else. We're always chasing Jimmy around trying to track him down. All right, let's go over a couple. Full zombie on the lamprey. So I was explaining to Ryan what that tasted like. And the only thing I could think of, because back home in Wisconsin, we have gardener snakes, or we call them grass snakes. I think it's one of the only snakes we have. But you ever touch one and it's just that nasty smell? That's what that lamprey tasted like. Then I got real nervous. Yeah, I definitely could have used a shot of tequila. So watch your videos on hair jigs. I may have missed it. Do you use any trailers or fish scents on the hair? I don't. I got a hair right here. So I'm going to be using this guy a lot this year. I'm actually doing another tackle review. I already did the video. I'm not sure when it's going to be put up. But this is the Fighter Fly, made by Outcast Tackle. And so with a hair jig for smallmouth now, I know Eric gets a little creative and exotic when he's throwing hair for largemouth. But all I want to do is just swim that hair jig ever so slowly in the water column. That's it. Once in a while, if I'm sight fishing or if I see a fish cruising, I'll cast it, let it sit on the bottom and not really move it, maybe just hop it a little bit. But I don't put anything else on it. Now I will put some plastic up here on the shank, and all that's doing is giving a little bit more weight. That's going to help. That's going to help the fall rate, and it's also going to help a little bit on the casting distance for me. But that's the only reason why I'll put a little chunk of plastic, like you can take a 3-inch Cinco and cut it into a real small size, shove it up on there. That's the only time I'll put something extra on the hair jig. when I'm smallmouth fishing. All right, let's see. You must be. There we go. DMT again. Oh man. Mark, I just stuck it in my mouth. I didn't bite it in half, okay? All I did was I took it, I went, ah, like that. I tasted a little bit on my tongue, and that was enough. I was just trying to be funny. So clothing line, we're gonna probably have that by, I'm gonna try by June to get that going. Yeah, so that was a marabou hair. My personal best smallmouth water boy is at 8 pounds even. That was up in Wisconsin a number of years ago. Have not had one bigger. Had a few sevens, bunches, a lot of sixes, but only a handful of sevens and that one 8. So I definitely use small pork chunks on my jigs. I just don't use it on the hair jig. Will I fish the Wolf River Chain BFL? No. Nope, I'm not going to be up there. I will be fishing the Wisco Bass Open, I guess it's called, on Sturgeon Bay. I think that's June 2nd. So unfortunately, let me look at my calendar here. April, May, June. Yeah, June 2nd. And I think there was an ABA on the Chesapeake the 1st, which I'm going to have to miss. Because I like fishing back up there on Lake Michigan, the Bay of Green Bay. And a lot of my buddies are going to be fishing that tournament. It's a cool concept. So they just started this tournament series back in Wisconsin where it's just you without a partner. So it's just one guy in a boat against everyone else everyone else that's a single in the event. And so it's an interesting concept. It's brand new. It's something that hasn't been done before in the state of Wisconsin. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. They got a lot of good lakes that they're going to. Green Lake, Winnebago Chain, all that. French kissing a snakehead. Russ, I would never do that. Although I think I French kissed a carp. I should have got that video queued up. Savage Gear 3D Shine Glide. I have not. I'm not familiar with that. There you go, Mark. I did. Well, guys, it's 8:30. I'm just going to go through the comments here. Otherwise, what we have moving forward, so I'm going to do the Ike Live party on Friday, do that video. Let's do the lineup here. I'll run through that with you guys. So, where are we? So the 29th, Ike Live party. Sunday, I'm going to be releasing the video day 1 of Ryan and myself on Pickwick. We caught a real nice bag of smallmouth. And then Tackle Crush Tuesday is going to be the Bang Stick. What do you guys think about that True Bass? If you guys watched the Tackle Crush Tuesday yesterday of the True Bass swim baits, man, we caught a lot of good fish on that bait. It definitely came through for us. I'm certainly impressed. Then I believe we got a couple videos I did with Eric, our top 5 baits that you may not have heard of. So we're going to be doing a segment on that. And then, of course, I got the tournaments. I'm actually going to start asking some of my clients I'm taking out to film, to actually shoot some videos on the Chesapeake while I'm guiding. Just because this year my plate's so full with guiding, because I literally guide every single day except for the 13th of April, from what it looks right now, which is the ABA on the Chesapeake, and the 6th. Every other day I'll be guiding, so I'm a little nervous because I want to be able to get good footage out to you guys, but I'm not sure when I'm going to find time, so I'm going to see if we can do some filming with clients out there. I think that'll be fun. Do you love the white bass run in Wisconsin during the spring? You know what? I used to when I was back home. I would take part in the white bass run. Guys, back home in Wisconsin on the Wolf River, Fox River, this time of year, well, probably another couple of weeks, when the lilacs bloom, the white bass, not like stripers or anything like that, but just standard size Wisconsin white bass, come up in the rivers by the tens of thousands. You can literally catch 5-gallon buckets full all you want. So I did do that a lot growing up. All right. Cool, Mark. Yeah, I think you'll be impressed with those. Do I ever throw big swim baits? No, I should. I bought a bunch of the bull shads this year, and I'm going to start experimenting with those. I know Eric kind of planted a bug in my ear last year. We went out fishing a few times, and he started slinging these big bluegill swim baits and a rat with a pink tail. And it got me thinking, you know what? That might be fun to do. We're certainly going to throw some bigger swim baits this year. Yes, the rods I have for sale, guys. So I have one left right here. I got a medium light, 7-foot medium light Legend Extreme, $250 on the open market. One left. That'll be sold by the end of the night, I'm sure. Dad's doing good. Dad's doing good. I don't know if he's fishing much, but he's doing good. I'll get back there in May. I'm going to be back in Wisconsin for 2 weeks. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. A lot of filming, a lot of craziness. I got some crazy friends. Crazier than my buddies around here, believe it or not. So you're going to go to Sturgeon Bay in May. What kind of bait? So typical Clearwater smallmouth fishing in the spring. Jerk baits. Gosh. Let me grab a jerk bait. We're going to end this with a jerk bait I shouldn't even be talking about, but we're going to talk about it. Hold on. Since you brought it up. The secrets come out late at night on Smallmouth Crush. Sorry the screen's shaking every time I move here. Let's see. There it is. So for Clearwater smallmouth early spring, this is one of my go-to jerk baits right there. That's a Lucky Craft Pointer 100. And as you can see, it's been used and obviously abused. There's something special about that bait. We want Dirty Steve. We all want Dirty Street Steve. So there you go. So if I was going up in Sturgeon Bay, I would try to track down that color. I don't know. I think that's Aurora Craw. So another good color for early spring smallmouth in Clearwater right there. That's another Lucky Craft Pointer 100. And you can see that's been chewed on and got a lot of hours behind the rod. Let's see here. But yeah, so jerk baits, definitely spy baits. I mean, I'll start throwing plastics right away. I'd be throwing Get Bit Bait Tube, dark melon copper, green pumpkin copper, grubs. Just a single tail grub will work. The Persuader grub, it's a little bit longer grub. I don't know if I have any in reach here, but that would be a good bait to throw on like a 1/8 ounce, 16th ounce jig head. Just got a little curly tail. It's just a long 4-inch, 5-inch grub with a curly tail. Of course, I'd be throwing the hair jig. The fighter fly would probably be, I mean, and I'll have a drop shot tied on, but that early, opening weekend, I mean, a Kitech with an Alabama rig or a single swim bait, 2.8, 3.3, 3.8 will work good. Definitely. All right. What else we got? There we go. Well, guys, I'm going to sign off for tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Seriously, I appreciate you guys. Every time we go live, we get a nice group of people in here, some great comments. And don't forget to comment on my videos, man. It helps out with the algorithms and everything else. And we're going to sign off. Until next time, we'll see you guys on the water.